Hey YouTube, this is Gracie and welcome back to Mini Card Mondays. Mini Card Mondays is when I show how to make a mini Disneybounding greeting card. And if you guys aren't too sure about what I mean about Disneybounding greeting cards, I will leave a link to my very first video in which I talk about what that means to me and I explain how the actual phenomenon of Disneybounding has inspired me to incorporate it into one of my hobbies, which just so happens to be card making. And yeah, so I'll head on over to that video and take a look and see for yourself. Let me go ahead and get started by telling you guys a little bit about this very fun card that I made for you today. It is Disneybounding as the one, the only T-I-double-gut-er. That means Tigger. He is one of the, I don't know, I would have to say one of the best characters of all time. Mainly because growing up, that was a favorite of my brother's. And of course, gotta love a brother. And therefore, yeah, gotta love Tigger. So anyway, this card is Disneybounding as Tigger. Let me go ahead and show you a little bit more detail. The whole purpose behind it is, I guess the main theme of it is the orange and black striping that I did on the background. And this little phrase or sentiment is actually bouncing up and down off of the card. And I did like a little Tigger tail to, you know, make that bounce. And then I used some yellow cardstock with some stitch edges because I wanted that to represent his like belly area and like his paws and that kind of thing. It's like this light yellow color. And then I did a little pink bow because he's got a little pink nose. On the sentiment, on the front rather, I put friends and fun and presents too, just because I thought it was very like rhymey and very cute. And then on the inside, I stamped "Be yourself because an original is worth more than a copy." And I just thought that was really perfect because, you know, Tigger's, you know, fun little saying that he says is, "The wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one." So I figured that was a perfect sentiment on the inside to, you know, be an original. So there you have it. Let me go ahead and show you guys how I made this card. Very first step I did was cut down a card to, this is actually a total length of 8 inches across, and then you fold it in half so that it makes a 2 3/4 by 4-inch card. Now, once you open it up, you're going to layer your light yellow and then your orange on top of each other. The yellow piece of cardstock is the exact size of the card, so for 2 3/4 by 4, and then the orange is just slightly under that. Then stamp in your sentiment. On the front side, I cut a piece of orange cardstock and stamped it with this stamp right here from Harrold Arts, the horizontal lines. This took some time. Now, if you prefer, you could certainly do it with washi tape. So instead of using the stamp, you can line your paper with some washi tape and do whatever kind of design that you want. I just thought this one was perfect and I didn't want to give up, so I used that. All you have to do after that is glue it down. I'm going to use my Scotch Advanced Tape Glider, which is like the #1 adhesive that I mostly use for smaller pieces like this. I'm just going to line it on all the edges and place it onto the card. Now this size, I don't know if I mentioned this, it's just slightly under the original card size because I wanted a little bit of the black card to show through on the border. After that, I cut a strip of orange cardstock and then lined it with washi tape. Actually, before I did that, I just folded it kind of like, you know, like a little straw thing that you kind of play around with when you were a kid. You know how you fold straws, and then anyway, so that's kind of, I don't know how else to describe that, I'm sorry. So I just made this kind of thing, a Tigger tail. And then I took my washi tape and just ran little pieces and cut off the edges. And I did that on both sides so it looked like an actual Tigger tail. Now all you have to do is glue each of these sides down. So you're going to glue this one side down first, but actually instead of gluing it, it'll be a little bit quicker if you use Tacky Dot Singles. You can also use your Scotch Advanced Tape Glider. That's totally fine too. Just depends on what you have lying around. Let me get a few of these little squares out. This is what they look like. Little squares with some adhesive on it. Oh, that's an extra piece from something. Just peel off one of the sides and then press down onto the desired area. And recently I went to Michael's and found some of these Tacky Dot Singles, and they were like rainbow colors. So each one was a different color of the rainbow, and I want them so badly. Maybe the next time I go shopping and end up needing more of these Tacky Dot Singles, I'm gonna get some of those just because they're really cool. And most of the time my Tacky Dot Singles don't show. Obviously you won't want to use that for things that are see-through. After that, you can kind of see how it bounces on its own. So you're going to cut out your circle die cut. This I used Simply Defined from Scrapbooking Made Simple. This is the must-have circles. I used the stitched circle and then the solid circle just slightly larger so that it would cut out this size here. You can actually see some of the yellow on there. So that is the size that I used. Hopefully that helps. And then I put my sentiment on the front. The stamp set I used for that is Stampin' Up! Remembering Your Birthday, and I used this bottom one here. Friends and fun and presents too. Happy birthday. So you can leave out the happy birthday and put, you know, happy anniversary or happy Valentine's Day, or I don't know, happy Halloween, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Whatever you end up getting presents for. So let me go ahead and put some adhesive onto Tigger tail here. And then we're going to place the yellow circle on top of that. Out of all the characters from the Winnie the Pooh, meaning Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, the Wise Owl, Rabbit, Kangaroo, or whatever her name is, and Little Roo. What character is your favorite? Leave that in the comment section down below. I would love to hear it. So we're just going to place that in the center, make sure that it's all even. And there you go. There's your Tigger tail. It's so cute. And there your sentiment ends up bouncing. Then you take a little piece of pink ribbon and just make a little tiny bow for his nose, of course, like I said earlier. And use one last Tacky Dot single here. And that will do the trick. That'll make it stick and stay on there for a long, long time. Just going to place that right in this center knot of the bow. And then place that on the top of the circle. And you can make that bow any size you want. I liked having the sides a little bit longer because it helps frame the entire sentiment inside the circle. And there you have it. There is your Disneybounding or mini Disneybounding Tigger card. I hope you guys like it. Nice and short for you. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, of course. Actually, I think I forgot to show the stamp set I used for the inside sentiment. It is from Penny Black and it's called Happy Thoughts. And this whole set is really cool because at the very bottom it says, think happy thoughts and you can fly. So this one's really cool. I really like this stamp set. There's a lot of different cool sayings on here that I'm excited to use. I might have already used one or two of them. But yeah, that's a really good stamp set. So anyway, like I was saying, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And leave in the comment section down below which Winnie the Pooh character is your favorite. And stay tuned for more videos headed your way. I hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Bye!